Good morning, family, and welcome. I'm making hot pepper jam. You know, my garden is full of peppers and I've got to do something with them, so I found this recipe, and this is my first time making hot pepper jam, and it turned out delicious. I gave it a good taste test after finished making it. I spread some cream cheese out on some crackers and put a little bit of this jam on top, and it was so yum. It's very sweet, peppery taste, but then you get that kick of the jalapeno pepper bits, and your tongue just explodes with flavor. It is so good. I normally don't like hot stuff, but this turned out really good. So I'm going to use this over the holidays on my charcuterie board. Put a big block of cream cheese out with some crackers around it, and then cover it with this hot pepper jam. You could also use this on everything bagels with some cream cheese, and then top it with some of this jam. It's very easy to make. I have plenty of peppers. My pepper plants are still producing, so I might make some more of this for gifts for Christmas. So let's get started and see how I made this hot pepper jam. I've got green peppers and gypsy peppers, and the recipe out of the Sure-Jell box calls for jalapeno, but I did not have that. I have cayenne pepper. So I just took a box of Sure-Jell pectin and pulled out the recipe, and it's called hot pepper relish jam. You're going to need 5 cups of sugar, 1 cup of vinegar, and a big pot. So the first step was to clean out the peppers, taking off the tops and getting out all the seeds and the stems that are inside there. So I got all my peppers cleaned up. And then you're going to have to do a nice slice up job and then a fine chop. So the recipe called for 1.5 cups of bell pepper. And if I had some red or yellow, that would have been really pretty, but I didn't have any, so I'm just using what I have up in the garden. So I just slice them into large pieces, and then I'm going to take my big knife and give them a good rough chop. The flavor of this bell pepper in this jam is just so good. I just couldn't get over how good it tastes. It's still sweet, but it is a very good flavor. So there I've kind of rough chopped up the peppers, and I'm going to measure out, pour the vinegar into the big pot, and then I measured out 1.5 cups. And of course you got to use a stainless steel pot whenever you make jam. And so the next step is to take my cayenne peppers and take out the stems and the seeds. The seeds and the peppers are what's so hot, so I don't want that in my jam. So using a pair of gloves, because I didn't want to accidentally touch my eye and get this in my eye, I'm going to open up all these cayenne peppers and get out the seeds. Now in other videos you can see where I've made hot pepper vinegar with these. I have about 5 or 6 bottles going of hot pepper vinegar in my refrigerator to give away as gifts. So I thought this would be a good way to use up some more of those cayenne peppers. I still have my bushes are loaded with them, so I still got to come up with some more recipes to use all these peppers. Next year I will not be planting 23 pepper plants, because I don't like to waste anything. So anyway, I'm just scraping out all the seeds and those stems or membranes inside the cayenne pepper. And then also using a big knife, I'm going to carefully chop all these up into small pieces. Now when you taste the hot pepper vinegar, it is, like I said, sweet, but then you'll get a piece of this hot cayenne pepper and your tongue goes like, wow. But it's good, it's really good, so I think you'll like it. Now the recipe called for a whole cup of jalapeno peppers chopped, but I only had 1/2 cup of the cayenne, so I chopped up some more green peppers to make that a full cup. So everything goes in the big steel pot, and just like you would make strawberry jam or peach jam, you put it in the pot and then you add an envelope of the Sure-Jell mixture. I've got the vinegar in there, the chopped up pepper, and now I'm going to add in the Sure-Jell. And we're going to take this over to the stove and give it a good stir and bring it to a boil. So you always add about a half a teaspoon of butter to your jam, and that keeps it from foaming up. That's just a really neat trick to do when you're making any kind of jam, and it just holds back the foam. So I'm going to bring this up to a boil and boil it for about a minute or so, and then we're going to start adding in those 5 cups of sugar. It does take a lot of sugar when you're making jam. Let me tell you, this will open up your sinuses. This vinegar and this hot pepper opened up my sinuses big time. So I'm just carefully pouring in the sugar and mixing it a little bit at a time till it dissolves. Okay, you're going to bring this to a nice roaring boil and then set a timer and boil it for 1 minute. After 1 minute of boiling, you're going to take this off the stove and start your process of jarring it up. Okay, just like you would do jam, you're going to put this into hot sterilized jars. Just ladle that in, and it will set up after it's water bath canned and let to cool. So I just carefully scooped in, leaving 1 inch headspace at the top, and then debubble. Then you need to wipe off that rim just like you do any other canning jar of pickles or tomatoes or whatever. You always clean that rim and then put on a clean lid and ring. Now, this was my first time making this hot pepper jam. I didn't even know you could do it. I was just reading the Sure-Jell package and saw the recipe. So it turned out great. I was real excited about it. I'll try to make some more before my peppers give out. And then you just water bath can it for about 10 minutes in hot boiling water. And then you take it out and listen for those pops. Hot pepper jam turned out really good. It tastes delicious. It is good over cream cheese. And like I said, pour it on a bagel and give it a try. So if you like hot pepper jam and you've made it before, leave me a comment below, because this is all new to me, but I really enjoyed making it, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks so much, and have a very blessed day.